What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this San Diego Comic-Con DC Rebirth video. So the panel with Geoff Johns has just ended in San Diego itself, and with it we have had quite a lot of information regarding Geoff Johns' career, and also, of course, DC Rebirth and the upcoming Doomsday clock. Now, what was interesting is that, well, we learned that Geoff Johns' favourite character that he would want to bring over to DC is the Hulk. I mean, I guess Geoff Johns really could do a lot of work with the Hulk, and it's interesting that he said that he's only really likes working with characters a little bit of help. So that's some pretty cool insight into how he works and why he didn't actually like working with Marvel. It just seems like he didn't really get on at the time, sadly, but that has led to us, and it is DC's gain here. During the panel, very, very interesting, we get a confirmation as to who is the one is behind the stolen time in DC Rebirth and View 2, and that person is, of course, you guessed it, it is Dr. Manhattan. Now, interestingly as well, we learn quite a lot of a fair bit of information about the upcoming Doomsday Clock storyline, which towards just what is going on and why everything has actually happened. Now, what is going on here is that the Doomsday Clock issue and storyline is going to be 12 issues long. It will take place over the course of it. It seems like he mentions that it will be a year, so it will take place a year later, and everything else will actually catch up with it. So the entire DC universe will actually catch up by 12th issue of Doomsday Clock. So that is pretty cool there as well. So this is the first time it's actually confirmed that Dr. Manhattan is behind everything that is actually going on. I mean, we've pretty much guessed so far that it was actually him who is the person who's taken away this time, especially from DC2, especially for people like Wally West. We also had the post-crisis Superman as well involved, but they kind of merged with the New 52 Superman as well now. So we're getting this Doomsday Clock. We've actually shared a couple of panels from this as well. So what is interesting is that we see a car, and I love the way that this looks a lot like the Watchmen. We're going for the same kind of panel layout, the same kind of artwork, similar, which really, really does work here. And it seems like this is kind of desperation, apparently, that Geoff Johns has actually said. And then we also obviously see a brand female character in here as well. I can't help but think that she actually looks a bit like Pandora, the woman who was actually killed at near the start. So I'm kind of a bit shocked there that it does look a lot like her, but it's been pretty much assured to us that it is a brand new character. And we also see a jailbreak scene as well, so not too sure who they are actually breaking out there in this jailbreak, and that also is confirmed to be part of some kind of desperation there. So it's kind of weird there, but he's also said why we didn't have it confirmed that it was Dr. Manhattan causing it, and he didn't want that kind of reveal to actually overshadow the Wally West return of the Speed Force, coming out of the Speed Force, which I think does actually, to be honest, it does work a lot better. And really, it's added some mystery as well. It's been a lot of fun trying to work out what is actually going on. So, as well, we see the symbol on the top as well of Dr. Manhattan's head, and we also see the Daily Planet. And apparently this is very, very much a Superman storyline, even though we had something which was completely cool, something which I absolutely loved, and that was the fact that we see the first poster for this. We've had the original one leading up with Has the Clock, but we have Who Watches the Watchmen, obviously the iconic kind of tagline for the Watchmen, and then we have the Justice League, who appear to actually be on Mars. So the Justice League are on Mars. It does look like Mars to me. It's a red planet. So it's looking big there, the fact that, well, he is already here. Dr. Manhattan is already here and possibly on Mars, unless this kind of Mr. Oz character is the one who is actually there kind of pretending to be or taking inspiration from, which I kind of doubt. But it's also been confirmed that one of the best parts that Geoff Johns liked about this was seeing Lex Luthor talk. So we've got the smartest man talking to the smartest man from another world. So the smartest man, he says, is Lex Luthor in our world, which I would have thought would be Batman, to be honest. But we see him talking to another person who the people at the panel have actually said that he stopped short of just saying Ozymandias, but he will confirm that at the next kind of convention he's at. Now, I'm not too sure why he would reveal that, because that would pretty much reveal who Mr. Oz, unless we have been completely wrong as to who Mr. Oz actually is. Now, obviously, this is going to take just a bit after, of course, it's going to take place just after Metal. And we also had, in the latest issue of the Justice League, we had the mention of the world being created and reborn again and again. Not too sure if that's mentioning DC Metal. I can't help but think this Metal storyline could have possibly been used maybe last year or something, because I think that having this so close to DC Rebirth, them working together in the same year, it's a bit weird, to be honest. But out of DC Metal, we are going to be getting Plastic Man back in a new team. He will be in a team with Mr. Terrific and a number of other characters that we have scarcely seen in New 52 and also DC Rebirth. So we've got a lot of interesting things on our plate here as well. Now, obviously, Doomsday Clock is a huge thing, and it seems like this is going to be very much encompassing absolutely everything from the first copy of Action Comics right up to today. So we'll be seeing absolutely everything. So it's looking good there. I expect the Justice League, it seems like it's going to be a very Justice League story. I mean, it's going to encompass, obviously, the entire DCU. But it looks like the Justice League will be looking into this mystery completely. But that is it for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please do drop a like. Please do subscribe. And I'll see you soon, and goodbye.